Well, this morning on WWJ News Radio, Governor Whitmer said it is very unlikely that kids will be returning to school this semester.
This statement comes just days after the stay-at-home order was put into place here in Michigan and has caught many people by surprise. Our Angeline McCall spoke with the superintendent in Rockford about why he thinks it's too early to call off class for good now. Angeline?
Yeah, Ryan and Annie, it has now been 2 weeks since students here in Rockford have gone to school, and the superintendent here is worried about what it could mean for students if they don't return, and if that decision from the governor, he fears, could come too early rather than later on as time goes by. Baseball is always an easy choice. Bryce Miller has been playing since he was 5.
It helps me a lot with stress, and it's really fun. I just like it a lot.
Like most kids, Bryce is doing classwork at home, but it's all voluntary.
It's been going good. We usually just do 30 minutes of math and 30 minutes of ELA every day and read for an hour or something.
His dad helps him along the way.
There we go.
On the baseball field.
Come on, shake it off.
And at home.
You know, they get a little stir crazy after a while. Just being inside all the time.
Bryce's dad, Tim, says he's choosing to keep his kids on a routine.
I feel like for them, they need to go to school just to feel like life is normal a little bit, right? Because it's not normal to be at home when it's this cold out, all the time.
But that routine may not come, with Governor Whitmer saying it's unlikely kids will return this year and districts scrambling to find a plan.
This is completely, totally uncharted waters for any school district in the state of Michigan, let alone the United States. This kind of event has never happened before, to my knowledge. And I've been a superintendent, I've been an educator in the state of Michigan for 52 years.
Superintendent Mike Scheibler says he hopes the governor chooses a different approach to reevaluate classes week by week.
If they feel it's truly unsafe to bring students back to school after April 13th, that's fine, and so forth. But let's then take a look at moving the next date to consider to evaluate May 1st. And let's consider then the next date, maybe May 15th.
He says if kids don't return, they'll be forced to create an online program.
Keep in mind that if any school district in Michigan, let alone Kent County, if we were to develop an online program, we would start 12 to 15 months ago to do that, to do it right. We're being given days to provide an online program.
Superintendent Scheibler fears students could fall behind. And so do some students, like Bryce.
I was just thinking about how smart I was going to be in 6th grade. If I was going to be back or something.
The choice to make kids return or not will not be an easy one, but a choice the governor will ultimately have to make. Superintendent Scheibler did have about 6 hours of meetings today with other leaders and superintendents from districts all across Kent County. And together they are trying to come up with some sort of solution or plan as the weeks continue for these students. I also want to add here in Rockford, as far as this district goes, when it comes to high school students and high school credits, the superintendent here says that he really wants to make things pass-fail for high school students so that no student is negatively or positively impacted by the situation of not being able to go to class when this is something that is totally out of their control. Reporting live in Rockford, Angeline McCall, Fox 17 News.